Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome back to Kigali, Rwanda for the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2023. It's game day 3 and we have a Group D Classic coming up, at least I think so, between Egypt and Nigeria. Here are the standings in Group D coming into this one. Both Nigeria and Egypt winning their opening games and beating DR Congo. And well, the Congolese, they really played tough, especially against Egypt. They came back from 15 down to take the lead, and Egypt perhaps had just a little bit too much quality over the final stages. And so this is really a battle for first place and a ticket straight to the quarterfinals. And I suppose you want to get straight to the quarterfinals. You don't want to mess around with the qualifications. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Ife Ebekwe of Nigeria. She promised me that she's going to be objective in this game. She's going to say good things about Egypt. Hi, Ife. Thank you again for joining me.
Glad to be here.
Ife winning the last 2 FIBA Women's AfroBasket titles.
Correct.
With Nigeria, but has been completely, totally impartial throughout this process. It's been fun having you. So,
Thank you.
What about Egypt? This is a team that, I don't know. I mean, they had their first game jitters, or it took them a little while to...
It took a little while to get in the rhythm of how Egypt plays, and so I do think that they're not going to start that slow and sluggish as they did their first game against Congo, but they know that they're playing against the 3-time defending champion, so of course they have to show up at the beginning of the game.
That's right. I robbed them of one of their titles. 3-time defending champions.
3. Come on, Jeff.
2017 as well.
Yes.
So, and you're talking about some great players that played for Nigeria that from the past. Still have some players that were in the teams over the past couple of years, but over the past few seasons, few summers.
Yeah.
But it's a different Nigeria team, and do you think that they kind of indicated, have they shown enough to you already that they can make it deep in this tournament?
Yeah, I spoke to the girls, and they're just so happy to be here. They have the Nigeria shirt on their chest, so I think they're going to come out and compete. And I do think, even though it's a new team, they've gelled together for the small time that they had, and they've been practicing together, communicating together, and how they played against Congo is just another indication that they can and they will show up every game.
Are they going to have to beat this Egypt team with their defense?
I mean, Nigeria's DNA has always been their defense, to get their opponents off balance and off rhythm. So I definitely think that's always going to be a start, how they show up defense. Are they going to full press them, which I think they might. And I always think it starts on defense. Defense wins games. So, but they also have offensive threats as well.
You know, we look at Egypt, they will come up and make some steals in midcourt. I don't know from a physicality standpoint, that type of defense, if that's their forte. And if they get into a game where there's a lot of collisions, a lot of banging down low, I don't know that that's going to do them any favors.
Yeah, I mean, Egypt is just a team that gets out and run. They're a very offensive-minded team. And Fatima, which was in foul trouble, is their biggest player, their post player. So I hope she is able to stay in the game because she is the biggest player on the court, and her physicality is definitely needed today in this game.
Well, Soraya played well. She had an off day shooting, but she contributed in other ways. And we'll talk more about her and her teammates in Nigeria after we hear the national anthems.
national anthem of Egypt. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the match officials tonight.
So national anthems have been played. Annie J. Mushinu from Zimbabwe, Claudio Ayubia from Angola, and Najib Zanagui from Algeria. And we'll get a look at the starting fives for both teams. So it's going to be Palace, Elizabeth Balogun, Sarah Goki in the starting lineup today. Blessing Ejiofor and Adebola Adeyeye, along with Okwankwo, Abiola, Okoro, and Obosi, Olawoyi, Musa, and Taiwo for Coach Wakama, native of North Carolina. Reina Wakama coaching at her first FIBA Women's AfroBasket. And Meryl Abdelwahid, Nadine Mohammed, Soraya Dekhedi, Raneem El Gadoui, and Fatima Ali in the starting five for Egypt. And a lot of good players coming off the bench for Coach El Alfi. So we are just minutes away. There's Coach El Alfi, who played the game himself one day, or back in the day, and really good coach for this women's team. And he had expected his daughter, Jana, to be here, but she played at the Under-19 World Cup and unfortunately ruptured her Achilles. And that was just, we knew that she was due for an operation a couple of days ago. So we hope that everything's going well with her. She's at the University of Connecticut playing for the legendary Gino Auriemma, former USA coach as well. So here we are, 2 minutes to go, and Ify, it's intriguing because Nigeria came out. We saw Rena come out yesterday and watch Egypt play, and I think she left after the third quarter. And Egypt had the benefit of coming out and watching Nigeria play on opening day.
Yeah, I think she left a little bit early, but I think she had all that she needed to see about Egypt, and I think that she, has a great game plan for Nigeria to defeat Egypt today. Rena, the coach for Nigeria, is in her fourth year as an assistant coach at the Manhattan College, and
clearly good of sound mind.
Yeah, I spoke
tactics.
to. Yeah, I spoke to her. She's very nice, very sweet, but she has a smart mind about the game, and she has shown that how she gathered this new team of Nigeria together. So I'm very excited for this new team and her position that she's in right now. How she gathered this new team of Nigeria together. So I'm very excited for this new team and her position that she's in right now.
Well, it's an interesting shot as well. The veteran point guard of Egypt, Reem Musa, who kind of had a tough day the other day, and she hasn't, opening day, she didn't play. Number one, she didn't. She had to pull herself out of practice the other day with a headache, and she came in and she looked good. She she showed some good stuff, but then the comeback came from DR Congo. She got pulled out of the game. Then she started the second half, had a turnover, and the coaches pulled her right out of the game.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah, she only played 9 minutes and had 4 points, and maybe she's just feeling not that good. So hopefully today she gets that confidence because she's needed with Egypt.
Yeah, and I think it's all hands on deck whenever you play Nigeria. You need everybody to play. Now, Egypt had their ups and downs yesterday, and just like all the other teams, so I think everybody will agree it's taken everybody a game to kind of settle in, and then they come out for the next day and they play better.
Yeah, I know that we are focused on both starting fives, but as I see it, as the two games that they're playing, Nigeria versus Congo, Nigeria's bench had 36 points, and then when you look at Congo versus Egypt, their bench of Egypt, it was only 14. So we're going to see who shows up for Egypt, and love to see the depth in the bench of Nigeria.
So we introduced Salawi with her official name that's in the FIBA register and on the roster on the FIBA basketball website. She wears number 7, and we introduced her as Nadine Mohammed Sayed Suleiman Mohammed, but she just goes by Salawi, and she wears number 7 for Egypt. Well, everybody, we're underway. Good afternoon. It's the second game of game day 3, rather, here at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket, and the winner of this game will go straight to the quarterfinals. So the importance of the game could not be any greater. Sarah Goke, Captain Sarah Goke, starting today. She came off the bench the other day and has her shot blocked. Meral gets it up to Soraya, the captain, who comes up and misses with her first attempt.
I know she's looking to go in the beginning of this game, because yesterday she didn't score, but she did great things besides scoring yesterday. Soraya, number 8 for Egypt.
Reem, the big, can rebound and get all the way down, and she is fouled by Palace.
She was definitely a factor in yesterday's game. She had 15 points and 11 rebounds, and this is exactly what she did yesterday. She took the ball coast to coast and was laying it up and being aggressive against Congo, and I'm sure that she's going to continue to do that today against Nigeria.
Yeah, she seemed pretty fatigued for much of the second half because she had to play so many minutes with Fatima.
Having that 4 fouls, yeah. So, I mean, hopefully she's recovered and adjusts, because she's definitely needed today.
She does handle it well as a power forward, as we just saw, and she misses the first 2 free throws. Fatima had her hands on the basketball but didn't corral it. Some full court pressure here.
I'm very surprised about that.
And they were not ready for it. Soraya pulls up, misses the shot, and again, missed opportunity for Egypt, getting a good look. Usually Nigeria that's putting the press on other teams.
Nigeria just needs to handle the ball, get it across court, and just play with poise, no matter how no matter the pressure that Egypt is giving them.
Goke has it. Salawi guarding her. Balogun from the line. Palace with the rebound. Instead of going up, she tried to get it to a teammate and turned it over, and Egypt trying to push it up the floor, turn it over. I mean, it's a good idea to try to get out in transition and run, but maybe sometimes the pass is a little too hard to make.
Yeah. I mean, Egypt is their running team, so expect to see that a lot today. Amy Okonkwo into the game.
Already,
yeah. And she's definitely a player to watch for Nigeria. She's a very mobile post player that can shoot the 3, handle, face up, and back to the basket. So we'll definitely see what she brings today.
Geofor traveled. And Raneem drives in, misses another one, puts it up again, misses another one, and just having an almighty struggle putting the basketball in the hoop from close range. Egypt. Now Nigeria missing. Salawi rebounds and runs. She doesn't miss much, and she takes it all the way, and she misses. I can't believe it. I think Egypt have gotten every shot that they want and just have not made it. Kwankwo missing. And Egypt, from a rebounding standpoint, seemed to be coping pretty well against Nigeria to start.
Yeah, they have 4 to, I mean, Nigeria has 6 rebounds and Egypt has 4, so offensively, for the offensive rebound, Nigeria has 1 and Egypt has 1.
Agoki up quickly at Kwankwo, and she's fouled, so we might have her first point of the game coming up as she goes to the line.
Yeah, expect to see those outlet pass and those fast breaks. Yeah. Oh, that looks like a hard fall. She twists up in the air.
Yeah, she's. You don't like to lose your balance when you're up in the air like that.
Yeah.
Kwankwo wearing the face mask because of an injury she suffered while playing in Mexico.
Yeah, it was literally a month and a half ago where she broke her nose.
She does take it off when she's not playing.
Yes.
I would wear it. I think it looks pretty good.
For fashion.
Like a Marvel hero.
Yeah, she needs a superhero name now.
So Nigeria take the first lead. Try pass to Raneem. And Raneem loses the handle. G4 gets it to Sarah Goki, Balagoon, and Nigeria hold up.
It just looks very cluttered when Nigeria sets up, so hopefully they take their time when they're setting up their offense.
Soraya for 3. And the reach and the foul. And let's see if Balagoon, nope, she's not going to get free throws.
Yeah, it was on the floor, but good take, good attack to the basket. And Balagoon's known for that 1 dribble, 2 dribble pull up in that paint.
Green Moose is going to come in for Merrill. And it has to be frustrating for Coach El Alfi to see his team trailing right now 2-0, 2-0 when they've had opportunities. Here's a 3-point attempt. Ball bounces to Ejiofor. She turns, she puts it up, and it doesn't drop. And also Nigeria missing some shots in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are getting the shots that they want. They're just not falling.
Salawi, well, arguably the best player of all players in all the first games, strokes the three-pointer, the hero against DR Congo, certainly. Nigeria get it after the blocked shot. Ball's blocked again. And Abusi goes up, stays with it, and she is fouled.
Great battling. She gets her own rebound, goes back up again, and creates that contact and gets the foul.
I like Enobosi, full of vim and vigor.
Yeah,
She came over and lit up this area the other day when she came over to visit you.
Yeah, that's my girl.
So she makes 1 of 2. And should be nodded. Yeah, very slow to register, but finally the points go on the board. Reem Musa passes to Raneem. Raneem pulls her way down, puts it up. Kind of difficult shot though, and Enobosi with the rebound. Hands it off to Balagoon. That's more like it for the Tigress. I mean, Musa drives. This is another one. They are just just not making their chances. And Enobasi drives in and scores with a left hand.
Yeah, Egypt has to definitely get back on defense because those are two critical baskets that Nigeria just made.
Enobasi with the reach. Some substitutions coming into the game as we look at the replay. And Raneem gets into these spots where she can score, but she just has not been able to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah,
I know she has to be frustrated. Oh, beautiful pass to Raya. That's going to work.
Expect that a lot from Thoraya. If she's not scoring, she's definitely looking to get her teammates open with that pass.
Kwankwo missing. All batted out of bounds. And Coach Wakama wants her team to come up and put more pressure. So there's a disconnect right now with whether the player's not understanding what the coach wants or not hearing her. Here's Raneem driving in, scoring finally, and she ties it up. 2 consecutive baskets for her. And a Enobasi fouled by Salawi.
And just as much as Nigeria puts pressure on teams, Egypt is definitely putting that same pressure back to Nigeria. And it's kind of had them a little bit flustered, but I'm pretty sure that they will understand that they're being defended like that and just be poised and patient on offense.
Oh, good tough drive into the paint. And Nigeria are going to get some free throws. Okoro, Okoro, she had a good game.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite players of that game against Congo. She had 11 points, ended up with 11 points and 4 rebounds, and she just was all over the boards, on the floor, getting the rebounds and attacking the basket hard like you just saw her do.
Oh boy, misses both. She got it up there, but just didn't fall. Here comes Reem Musa. Soraya drives, hands it off to Fatima. And a reaching a foul Nigeria, so fouls accumulating. Now it's Egypt's turn to miss a free throw. So very low scoring first quarter just because both teams just struggling to put the ball in the basket. It's not like they're getting some opportunities. She misses both free throws. Goodness. Egypt have yet to make a free throw today. Musa turns, puts it up, soft, powerful move. And then the steal, excellent work. Double dribble. Called on Okoro.
I mean,
she's quick.
Yeah, she definitely gets in those passing lanes and she sneaks up on you, and then she'll definitely get some steals in today's game.
Here comes Salawi. Oh, nice turn. Oh, good hands from Musa.
Oh, well, she's very shocked at that call. She thought she should have been awarded a foul.
Well, referee's right there.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're going to let them play in Group D. This is the tougher game that I'm sure the refs will expect. So I think they're going to let them play.
3-point attempt. Time we're missing with that. She hit some the other day. Musa fakes the pass. I mean, I am borderline astonished how many shots Egypt are missing around the basket. Musa powers her way up. She struggled the other day to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, but
she's come out great today.
Yeah, great move by Musa.
No relation to Janan. Bosnia-Herzegovina international. Here's Ranim. Good shot from her. Soft. She got it up there nice and soft. Quickly to Amy Okwankwo. She goes up and gets the layup right back.
Again, Egypt has to definitely get back on defense. Nigeria is a team that wants to run and wants to get out fast.
Good catch, Ranim. Soraya, tries to get the pass to Salawi, but Nigeria there. Here she goes again. Okoro this time hands it off to Inabasi, who fumbles it, picks it up, shoots it, gets it back, and puts it up and in. And it's 15-9 now in favor of Nigeria. Rodwood's going to come into the game. And
again in transition, you see Nigeria running the floor. Nicole fumbles the ball, but she gets her own rebound and puts it back up. And you're definitely going to see that her do that throughout the game.
Yep, she's good reaction. Offensive rebound to put back. Nicole Inabasi, 5 points, 6 rebounds already, 1 assist. Having played 5 minutes, not bad return for her. Let's go down to the bench. Noran has checked in number 10, as has Radwa. Nigeria's starting to pick up their game a little bit here. Egypt, they better wake up. Salawi playing a little bit faster, a little crisper perhaps. Salawi changes directions, and Okwankwo comes, gets it to the middle of the floor.
Look
now,
how
Taiwo for 3.
And that play alone, it was just 2 passes up and bam, 3-point shot. She was ready. She made her shots in the Congo game, and look at her now. 1 pass, 2 passes, and that's all that Nigeria needed to get that 3-point shot. So Egypt really has to get back on defense. If they don't, this is going to happen. And Nigeria, you know,
Are you surprised you see a timeout called so quickly after just having one?
I don't know if that was an original timeout, but
oh, okay, so that was...
I think it was just a mistake.
Yeah, it's weird. Because both teams went over. Yeah, there was no timeout.
خدت السكرين من هنا عملت سيبريشن هنا طلعت معاك ما استفدناش حاجه يوز سكرين بنتريشن كيك اوت اكسترا بات انسايد اجين ماتش الكوره الموضوع سهل حاجه ولا حاجه ايه 9 بونت بس انتوا اللي سمحتوا لهم انهم يجيبوا ايزي باسكت بيجي فينا اول ذا واي لازم اسمرنسات في الديفنس يلا يا جماعه يلا يلا حاجه اهو تاني يلا
Very similar for Nigeria, the way they played against DR Congo, who both teams kind of like plodded along early on, and then all of a sudden, Nigeria turned it up and got a nice little lead.
Yeah, and I think when they start off a little bit slow, it's just that rhythm that they need playing together. This is a new team, a young team, so these practices and games help. And, you know, they might start off a little bit slow, but they're definitely picking it up this game against Egypt.
So it is a good Egypt team, a young team, though. Ranim. And Musa called for a foul on Ranim. Let's have another look.
Yep.
She gets a lot of ball here. Boy, look at the hustle for that ball. Egypt fortunate to keep this. Nigeria's defense is toughening it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been tough. That's Nigeria's DNA, that's their defense, which obviously creates their offense. So I'm definitely sure that they're going to keep the defensive pressure up.
Definitely see Musa making a difference in this team. She plays the way she's playing right now. Running passed up the three, tried to drive. It was going to be a more difficult shot.
I think she lost it, so
concerned looks on the faces over there on the Egypt bench.
you see Egypt here in a 2-3, and I think that's just to disrupt Nigeria's offense.
Taiwo, another three, not this time.
But they definitely have to be aware because Nigeria's guards can shoot.
Now they get out to, great hands by Musa. Anticipating the pass. She's playing great.
Yeah.
Really is. Salawi turns and is fouled.
Great move by her. She was very active and aggressive in yesterday's game, so she's definitely bringing that heat this game. She ended up with 34 points and 10 rebounds against Congo. So throughout the game, she definitely will step up for Egypt.
She also played in Spain, didn't she? Celta Zorca Recalvi. I wonder if that experience has helped her improve. I think it probably would have.
Who?
Musa.
Yeah.
Salawi happy to get to the line, especially Egypt with their struggles. Kwankwo for three. Good rebound, Palace. And Abassi at the line. Look at Palace go up for that ball. Goodness. They've got some rebounders in this Nigerian team.
21 rebounds already to Egypt's 9 on the rebound end. I know. And you see here the full court pressure by Nigeria.
Well, good job preventing a last shot. And it's all Nigeria right now after a slow start for both teams. Nigeria open up an 8-point lead. They lead it 18-10 at the end of one over Egypt.
Yeah, Nigeria and Egypt has gotten to the free throw line. I mean, Nigeria is shooting 50% while Egypt is shooting 17% and 21 from twos for Egypt. So, I mean, they're getting their looks. Both teams are getting their looks. They just need to have the ball fall in the basket.
So look back at the highlights. Salawi took them a long time, but they finally got that field goal, the three-pointer. She did it a lot in the game against DR Congo, but Nigeria have held her in check so far.
Yep.
Coach Wakama barking out instructions.
Yeah, she was saying the tempo is too slow, and that's when they picked it up and was able to get those fast break points and easy transition points. And
this is Musa.
Great move by her. She's getting started this game. The first game she missed easy baskets, but she has redeemed herself in this first quarter.
And if you have the threat from deep like Taiwo, That helps. Well, folks, you know, I always like to remind you that you can scan in the barcode when it appears on your screen, and you can get Courtside 1891 in your smartphone. The video stream, schedule, scores, and more.
I mean, a glaring stat that I'm seeing right now is 21 rebounds in one quarter to, obviously now it's Nigeria, to Egypt's 11. And I just think that
7 offensive rebounds.
7 offensive rebounds. So, and 6 of them came from Abuse. So, I mean,
11 fast break points for Nigeria, none for Egypt. So they've been able to get out and get some easy buckets.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Telegraph pass read beautifully by Kwankwo. And then she goes in and finishes and add to the fast break points. And add to the lead for Nigeria. Growing in confidence here against Egypt. Musa. Oh, boy, the bounce pass intended for Ranim goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good idea.
Salawi's going to come out. Husser's going to come in.
You see a 1-2-1-1 from Egypt right now to just slow the pace of Nigeria.
And swiping down the ball, Norhan is whistled for the foul to put Ejiofor on the line. So it is the battle for first place. And if they don't finish first, they'll finish second, because DR Congo lost both of their games. And you want to bear that in mind, and because it's not something that is going to knock them out of the tournament, Egypt, but if they do finish second, they will play either Mali or Senegal in the quarterfinals, in the qualification for the quarterfinals, or Uganda. And that is, well, that is not going to be an easy task. Kwankwo called for the foul. I think there's a lot of value in getting straight to the quarterfinals here.
Especially from this group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think both teams know that, so I'm sure they're going to compete for the 40 minutes.
Norhan gets it. Balogun whistled for the foul.
Yeah, she needs to just stay in front and just not give up cheap fouls like that.
Aswar trying to bring a different element to the team. Radwa also. Here's Ranim. She stays in, guarded by Ejiofor. Did she step out of bounds? Nope, they called the foul before the shot. That'll be frustrating for Egypt.
Yeah, I mean,
you can see the players shouting and one. Ranim.
I mean, Ranim, she did so well yesterday, and she continues to contribute.
Well, it's just frustrating because they've had a hard time struggling, and finally when she makes one, it's not going to count. But here's Reem. Musa puts it up from the line.
Hopefully that was a confidence booster for her.
Egypt in a 2-3 zone. Taiwo, for some reason, wasn't ready to let that one fly. Kwankwo, back to Taiwo. Musa from the baseline. Oh, look at her hustle to the basketball. So it didn't hit the rim? I thought it did, but not. Nigeria are arguing that it did hit the rim.
Yeah,
watch this. Have a look.
Yes, it does hit the rim, but
glanced off the. Oh no, yeah, it did. Glanced off the rim. Otherwise, why would it have gone in that direction?
Yeah. I guess from the, it's a tough call.
Tough break for Nigeria. Yeah. See if Egypt can take advantage. Here's Ranim, spins against Palace. Great moves, but just not putting it in. Agoke Long rebound to Okonkwo. Step back for Goke. Nope. And another rebound for Nigeria.
They're just relentless on the board.
Balogun.
And another one.
And a push called on Palace. Yeah, they just can't compete with Nigeria on the glass.
They cannot.
I think we've seen enough. We know that already. That time Asar was able to get a call, go her way because she had position. Oh my goodness. Wadva turning it over, trying to get to Raneem. Good catch. Balogun. Okonkwo, another offensive rebound.
Another offensive rebound. I love the relentlessness of Nigeria on the boards, and besides their defense, you know that Nigeria is going to get those rebounds, especially offensive rebounds. And Egypt just needs to know that and find their man and just box out. Just box out a green jersey wherever you are.
What if they're going to give Raneem a break here for Fatima? I know they're going to take Varadva back out, so they leave Raheem in the game for a lot of minutes. Raneem, excuse me. I just wonder, yeah, without Salawi out there, you do have Musa, but you don't have that player, the slasher. I guess Asar might be that player, but not at the same level as Salawi to be able to drive and get to the basket.
And Sarara's only played 8 minutes.
Yeah, she just hasn't looked herself at this tournament so far.
I mean, again, it's a long tournament. Yeah, so.
But she's the captain. They need her to really.
They definitely do need her to step up. I mean, yesterday she had, what, 6 points and or 8 points and 6 assists. So I'm sure that they're looking for her to be an offensive threat this game.
Finally, Raneem makes it. Well, that's why she stays in.
I think the coach really, really trusts her, especially the way that she stepped up yesterday against Congo.
9-point deficit. 2-3 zone for Egypt. Balogun to the baseline, puts it up. Quick pass, now 3-on-1 break. Musa with the no look. Norhan puts it up and in, that's much better. Much better for Egypt. So cutting the deficit to 23-16. Nigeria calling timeout.
Maybe that's the spark that they need at that point.
I'm good. Okay. So right now, let's go Princeton, zone offense. Our tempo in zone right now is very slow. Okay, we've got to move with some tempo. Okay, so right now we're here with 5. On Sarah's go, you break up, please. All right, Sarah, you can pass any way you want to. If Sarah can't get it to here, you pass to a wing. This person dies, which is going to be the 4. Okay, we gotta play with some tempo. Crash and rebound. Okay, we're open from 3 for a reason. Okay, they want us to shoot because if we shoot a long shot, that means they have a long rebound and they're leaking out for transition points. Okay, don't take a quick early shot. Use the whole clock, okay, and crash. All right, we're good. Let's go. Open man. Here we go. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
As we listen in to Nigeria's bench, I just love the mindset of the coach. She understands what Egypt's game plan was to sit in that zone and allow Nigeria to hit those threes, which Nigeria can, but as the coach says, like, don't rush it. Don't rush it. If it's not there right away, just swing the ball and go at a good tempo pace. So we'll see if Nigeria execute right now in this offensive play.
That's good. Yeah, they pass it down low. They get a good shot coming out of the timeout. Now they're going to pass it back, and it goes out of bounds off of Taiwo. And they get it right back. Taiwo in the paint.
That's just a turnover that Egypt does not need at this point. And again, you still see them in that zone, which is a good game plan for Egypt to force Nigeria to shoot the ball because they're just so dominant in the post.
Quickly, Nigeria up ahead. Balogun powers away, and another rebound. Blocked by Ranim, but a foul. Free throws. Good job for Adeyeye on the glass. Just kind of clearing out. Fatima needs to be a little stronger in there. She's not boxing out. She's standing there. That's the problem. Got to find somebody to box out.
Got to find a green jersey to put a body on. I mean, it's 11 offensive rebounds for Nigeria, and Egypt only has 1. So you can see that the relentlessness of Nigeria on the boards, but Egypt has to see that and just, who's going to say enough is enough and put a body on somebody and get that rebound? And again, Nigeria in that full court press.
3-point shot. Goke picks it up. And foul called. We have to talk to Rena after the game and find out what she's doing after this. I suppose. I mean, she's going to have a lot to do with Nigeria. Like after this. I mean, because she's just left Manhattan. It seems. So
I believe she's here to stay with Nigeria and just be the reason why this new team of Nigeria is to grow.
It's interesting that she's the only woman that's coaching at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. It's kind of surprising to me, but
I think that's dope. Women coaches, I love women coaches. She's a representation. She played as well, so I think it's a good sign.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Goke gets blocked, and the Kwankwo puts it up and in. This Egypt team is just overmatched on the boards.
Okonkwo with 10 points already.
13 points, the lead. Musa back to Fatima. They're just shooting awful today. Another basket. Well, it is not working out the way that I envisioned before the game. Great Adeyeye. Not surprised Nigeria's leading, but just Egypt not able to compete with them on the glass.
I wasn't expecting this big of a lead right now in the second quarter, but Egypt has to come out of one of these timeouts with some aggression, or being aggressive defensively and offensively.
ماشي لازم ننزل تحت 10 بونت لازم نعمل الكامباك خلاص جبنا الباسكت نلعب بلاك ولازم اجريسيف كل واحده عملها اجريسيف برجلي وقف الدبل عادي عملوا هنا سكرين بول هنا في الميدل نعمل فاير دبل راح على ميرال نلعب الفور اوت 1 ان فاطمه لازم افيك هنا واوصل للحل الشوط اللي فات دي مش مرتاحه مالهاش لازمه خلاص في الاوفنس لعب لي من اب بس فاطمه انت اوتوماتيك على طول هتعملي رول الكره لميرال اب 1 on 1 كيك اوت اكسترا باس يبقى فور اوت 1 ان
Well, how does this change for Egypt?
I mean, I think that one thing is glaring is they're just not boxing out. Nigeria is just destroying them on the glass, but I think that Egypt just needs to take their time and play at their pace. Of course, Nigeria's defense is rattling and throws them off balance, but someone on Egypt needs to just gather everybody and just set them up and honestly go inside. Fatima is one of the biggest players on the court. Like, give her the ball. She was amazing yesterday before she had her 4th foul, so don't fix something that's not broken.
Merrill, good, strong move from her. Where's she been?
Yeah, Egypt definitely needs to continue to attack the basket.
An offensive foul called on Bless. Oh, a G4. She needs to be careful with that reaction.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, watch it. Here we go. They called. So they called the foul there, and then she just kind of flung the ball away. But here comes Musa now, and Egypt looking for a spark here right before the end of the half. Merrill, maybe she'll provide it. Difficult drive. Fatima stays on the glass, gets it back. Soraya over to Salawi for 3, and Merrill gets the. Oh, what effort that was from Nigeria to tie her up from Okoro.
But Merrill has been very active right now. She came out of that timeout and scored a basket, went again, missed it, and but just relentless right now off of that timeout. So maybe she's the spark player that Egypt needs to get them going.
And good block from Fatima on Agoke. Just 5 seconds ticked off the clock. Here's Agoke, steps back, and a chance to run. Soraya. And right decision, Merrill gets it and makes a very difficult layup. Took a trip around the world. You gotta love the way Nigeria get back though. I mean, they made that a very difficult shot.
As they will every possession on the defensive end.
Entry pass, Fatima guarding Gia4, who turns. Oh, look at Anabasi crashing the boards, Nicole Anabasi, but then she kind of fumbles it, and it's Musa that's going to pick it up and off to the races again. Here we go. 3-on-2 break for Egypt. Bounce pass this time to Salawi, and doesn't do it. And again, Nigeria hustle back on D, and it's a Goke. Bounce pass, Nicole Anabasi. Blessing a Gia4. Fouled by Soraya.
You got to love the activeness of Nigeria on both ends. They did not give up on that defensive play, and then they come back and attack the basket. And
this is, we can't see it.
Can't see, yeah. Oh, that's a play where it just rattles it.
Yet. Well, a little bit better from Egypt playing with a sense of urgency here, which was lacking.
They started off slow both games, yeah.
Somebody must have told them, you know, if you don't win this game, you're going to have to play possibly Mali, Uganda, or Senegal.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough.
There's no gimmies in any of those games. So you may as well get straight to the quarterfinals.
That's why this game is very important between Nigeria and Egypt.
They got a mountain to climb right now. Look at Merrill.
She is just trying to be that spark for the team. I mean, she's being aggressive to the basket.
Yeah. Can't fault her for making the play. She just didn't score. And Abassi. Look at that. Another offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. We've been saying that time and time again. And then Okoro, finally, it's going to be Fatima. And again, a chance to run. Soraya. And she gets it to Merrill, who decides to go for a very difficult reverse layup instead of passing to Salawi.
Yeah, Egypt is having that opportunity to score because all green jerseys are going for the offensive rebound. So when Egypt have those opportunities to score, they need to score.
Yeah.
All green jerseys on the backcourt trying to rebound.
Watch this. Boom. That ever happened to you?
Yes, that has. But, you know, what is it off of?
They're all going for the ball?
They're all going for the rebound. They're all going for the ball, and it's just Egypt has to convert when that happens because how many times? 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and they just miss their layup. So hopefully Egypt just takes their time and make it.
Okay, contain, keep her in front. Okay, keep her in front. Trust your teammates to help you stunt and recover. Okay, right now we're getting hung up on the ball screens. So number one, make them use the ball screen. If it's coming here, turn your feet, make them use it. Okay, when we use it, if it's 1, 2, or 3 in it, you guys can switch. Okay, right now my guards, you have to fight over. Fight over quick and get your feet back because the bigs can't help you too much because they're popping out. This is too far of a slide for them to get all the way over here. If you're on the weak side, you should be right here if she rolls down. But bigs, don't overcommit because all they're doing is passing them back for that shot. Okay, let's go. Execute, run, rebound. Everyone rebound.
Just such an incredible disparity in rebounding. Double.
Yeah,
And that's trouble.
19 to Nigeria's 38. I mean, Egypt just has to make a decision in their minds that not another green jersey is going to get an offensive rebound, and that's just toughness right there at the end of the day.
Oh, look at that. What great defense from Agoke. .20, Nigeria's defense and rebounding, the difference in this game. Open, Okoro, in and out. Another offensive rebound, and another offensive rebound. Can I just record this
I
and
think
hit
you
play?
should record it and just hit play when Nigeria's on offense. I mean, you see Fatima tried to get Inabusi, but it's just she's just relentless on the boards, and she just grabbed the rebound over, and now she's rewarded for that, shooting some free throws. And also, Nigeria has got to the line 16 times to Egypt 6.
Yeah.
So no wonder why they're up.
14-point lead after that free throw. Former Delaware Blue Hen, Nicole Inabusi. She's proud of that.
Yeah, she's proud to represent Nigeria.
Musa probing. Ranim back in the game. Fatima catches it low. She's going to turn. Gets blocked by Ejiofor.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great move. That's just a great move by Fatima. It's just it didn't go in. You see here just backing.
Oh, she gets swatted.
Yeah.
Great block. I mean, just kind of the length.
Yeah. Look at the Egypt bench.
Allah.
Egypt still in that 2-3 zone.
And a push puts Sekwankwo on the free throw line.
I just think that's too easy. Egypt definitely has to get their hands up.
Well, there's so many elements to the game. I mean, it's not just the slick passing and the three-point shooting, and sometimes you gotta move your feet on defense, rebound, box out, and those are the elements that, and then you do. I think the biggest problem for Egypt is that they just spurn so many opportunities early, and put themselves behind the 8 ball here.
I'm not going to take credit from Nigeria, but you have to understand Nigeria had a rest day as well, while Egypt was
playing a tough game against DR Congo.
Exactly. So maybe Egypt's a little bit fatigued and has sore legs, but I mean, this is tournament play. They have to step up.
And And Obasi over to Agoke. Oh! But the offensive rebound and putback is there.
Another
Offensive rebound. They literally cannot get a rebound. That's what it's boiling down to.
You said it, not me.
So Solomon, who's going to BYU, Brigham Young University, number 14, is in the game. And this is a senior team baptism by fire for her. She did play at the Under-19 World Cup, had a really good World Cup for Egypt. Number 14 sets to pick. Here is Solomon. Ball knocked away. The quick hands of Nigeria. Look out, here they come to Tigris. And Okoro picks up the loose ball. Okonkwo for three. It's good. 22 points on top, Nigeria. And maybe, just maybe, one of the title contenders we're looking at right now in the green. Rapid improvement. Moral for three, gets it right back. And that will be the last shot, I think. Nope, that'll be. So, I would say a little bit of hope for Egypt after that three went in from Moral, but it is really a huge, huge deficit that they're going to have to overcome. And if they can't sort themselves out on the defensive boards, it's going to be a long second half for Egypt. So that three-pointer cut the deficit to 19. It's Nigeria 42, Egypt 23 at halftime.
Nigeria 76% from the free throw line. They went 21 times to Egypt 6, of course. Another reason, a big factor why they are up right now. They're just taking it at Egypt. And as you can see, 42 rebounds to Egypt's 19, and that is just too much for Egypt to give. And a lot of those were just offensive rebounds. They have 19 offensive rebounds to Egypt's 3. So these are the leading scorers right now. Okonkwo with 20. She's doing an amazing job for Nigeria. And Elgid Dwaf with 8. And that's just it. I hope they come out. Egypt comes out and really, really understands what they need to fix, which is just getting to the basket and being aggressive and boxing out and getting those rebounds.
Yeah, you look at the highlights, and I don't know how many offensive rebounds we'll see here from Nigeria, but you know, you have to box out. Sometimes the length and athleticism of Nigeria still might beat them on the box out, but at least you have to box out. And I think the Egyptian coach is, again, I don't think his game plan is bad, but I think there's some basics in basketball that you have to respect.
No, I don't think his game plan is not bad. It's to stay in that zone, so because he knows everyone is going to go to the board on Nigeria, and those leak outs or the opportunities for those fast break points that Egypt had, they just didn't convert it. So the game plan is working as far as they're executing it, but they're not making their shots. They're not boxing out, and
so that's on offense. And if they're missing shots, and as the game wore on, Nigeria were able to get out and run, score in transition.
Because they're rebounding.
But then on the offensive glass, Nigeria missing a lot of shots, but it didn't matter because they're getting second, third, fourth opportunities every trip down the floor.
Exactly, and Egypt just has to, I'm sure they recognize that, and we could just look at the coach right now for Egypt. Like, I'm sure they know what they need to do when they come back out here in the second half. They need to box out and just cut those offensive rebounds from Nigeria. And maybe just take their time on their offensive game plan and set good screens and keep going.
42-23, Nigeria on top of Egypt at halftime.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there. Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Yeah, she just made one on the other side of the floor in that corner, so she had to put 6 points easily.
Three-point shot, good! Wow, where did that come from? Okay, let's see how she does in the left corner. She hits it.
Look at Leah Dolgan.
Jan gets blocked as she drives in. Kulu. Open for three. Good! We're going crazy. A little bit of Uganda in Rwanda. Turn. Oh, what a tough make. What a tough shot. Nice pass. And Manuel scores. That was Barbosa. They're all missing. And good hustle again. Salawi drives in. She scores. The left hand. Is that a Eurostep? Oh my goodness gracious. We've definitely, with Guinea, it's strange how some of these players, they can put the ball in the basket. Odu for three.
Love that pass over the head pass to Mugaru in the corner for her 3-point shot.
And she falls down. You gotta come up with the basketball. Ascenda has it. She gets it to Mabille. She drives in. She scores. She fouled. Uganda within touching distance of an incredible win. And it's the 18-year-old Mabille. And it was Lamuna who had the great defense. And look at this teenage sensation take it off here in Kigali. Well, Amy Nwankwo, 20 points at halftime. This has to be the greatest game she's ever played so far, the greatest half of basketball to be leading her team with those 20 points.
Yeah, she's 9 from 9 from the free throw line, and she's just been amazing. She's been a workhorse on the offensive and defensive end, and that's Amy Okonkwo for you guys. And she came off the bench, actually. She was ready to play. She was excited. And
what did she say when she came over here the other day? She was like, I was terrible. I couldn't make anything.
Yeah, she asked me how she did the first game, and of course, me being me, I was definitely honest with her, and I told her, the things that she could do better, and she just came out here and she took all the feedback that I'm sure her teammates, her coaches, her family, and friends, even me, gave to her, and she definitely came out and stepped up with 20 points right now. 20 points and 7 rebounds. So she's doing amazing, and hopefully she continues that in the second half.
Yeah, she could definitely, depends on how much she plays, end up with a huge number.
Yep.
And Raneem, 4 of 9 from the floor.
I mean, Raneem has 8 points and 7 rebounds, and she has pretty good looks. I mean, she's 4 for 9. She's taking the same shots that she would be taking regularly, but some of those rattled in and out. So I'm definitely know that she's gonna be an offensive threat here in the second half. I mean, she was amazing against Cargo, and she's a leading scorer of Egypt, so they definitely need her, and hopefully Egypt sees that she's a leading scorer and that she is getting those points, and they continue to give her the ball and put her in good positions where she can score.
Also, Salawi was so influential against DR Congo, but she missed some opportunities and just has not gotten on track yet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. She's 1 for 6, and she only has 4 points, but maybe she steps up in the second half, and so does Soraya, and so does Fatima, because they are much needed for this Egypt team to move. Those are the core players of this team, and they just need to show up. They need to find a way. All of them come together, 1 player, 2 players, just find that grit and find that energy, and maybe that momentum will help everybody, all 5 of them on the court, just continue to go, and then also help the bench players who are subbed in. So we'll see in the second half what Egypt brings right now.
But if you're Nigeria, you want to come out and just breathe fire at the start of the second half.
You do not want to let up just because the score is 42-23, and I've seen that, and I'm sure we've all seen that in games where you have a lengthy lead and you go and have time and you relax and you come back chillax, and then boom, that team just surprises you. So hopefully Nigeria doesn't do that, and they understand that they need to be aggressive and play with high intensity for the 40 minutes, not just 20, and we'll see what they bring as they come out right now.
Well, Nigeria is a classic example as you look at the Uganda national team here checking out the action, because they could end up playing Egypt depending on what happens unless they come back and beat Nigeria. So they're watching the action. So funny, you talk to the Nigerian players and they're like, oh, you know, just such nice girls, you know, what are you doing? But man, when they get on the court, it's a different story.
There's a different story. It's a different energy, and it's a different player from how they are when they're not in, in those green and white jerseys. And I just love that they can just be fierce when they step on that court and represent Nigeria. I'm really intrigued by this new team, honestly. I mean, I'm not biased, everyone. It's just lovely to see fresh young faces and a new coach and what she's doing with this program with Nigeria.
Yeah, a lot of questions, three-time defending champions. We've got Agoke and Abose Akwankwo.
Balogun.
Musa, Balogun played, and one other. Was it?
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, and Palace,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, half your team is new, but you're missing a lot of well-known players from past.
Yeah, so basically, the newcomers from the old team are now the veteran players, and they're just carrying the way. You have Sarah Agoke as the captain, and she's just leading them. I mean, her shots have not fallen, but they definitely will. And, MJ Musa is out there battling. She's been with us with Nigeria as well in 2021 AfroBasket. And I mean, I think the old players now that are the veteran players of the team, they're just really happy to be in that role, because they've seen the older players that were on Nigeria and how they welcomed everybody in and how they were like the motherly figures and on them, and now they know that that's the role that they have to take on. So I'm just very proud of them and what they're showing. tied 3 times in the game. So,
Well, they came back to lead, didn't they, DR Congo?
yeah, they did.
So you do have to be ruthless if you're going to be successful, and Uganda know that as well as anybody watching from the stands there. And it's a fascinating tournament, I have to say. Every continent has a different flavor, and to come to Africa and to watch these women play, download the app, folks, to get Courtside 91, 1891 in your smartphone. You can scan in that barcode, get it right in your right at your fingertips.
Yeah, I mean, I told you yesterday, like, Egypt was one of the teams that I would have loved to play against. So I know that their players are capable of coming out and being aggressive and, you know, making it a game. This is very unlike Egypt for me to see. Am I right or am I wrong? A little bit.
I don't know. I think we've seen this before.
Well, this tournament, but just in.
No, like.
Oh.
Yeah, in the past. So.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's they need to come out and. It's a young team, though. I mean,
It is. It's not the same team that
I don't want to make excuses for them, but I will offer that up. And, you know,
I mean.
The good thing for them is that whatever happens today is not the end of the world, because they're still going to at least have the qualification for the quarterfinal.
Yeah, and like I said to every team that has been down starting the 3rd quarter, they want to just leave this game with some positive things to take and not enter the next game with their heads hanging low. So let's see if Egypt sparks that spark in this 3rd quarter.
Well, it's a 40-minute game, and we have seen that, and it's all about intensity, defense, and rebounding. And the teams that are able to play like that are going to have a better chance. That was a very tough shot, though, by Renine. That I don't know why she would think that would have a chance of going in. Much better open jumper. Goke pulls up. There you go.
Yep. I told you those shots would definitely be falling for Goke in the 2nd half because she is a definitely offensive-minded player.
And that was Miral driving, putting pressure on the defense, passing to the corner. Salawi give and go. Renine. And
she just got her 4th.
I suppose that's where Raneem is thinking she's going to get a foul, because otherwise this is just you just can't be thinking you're going to make that shot.
No, but she definitely does use her body to make that contact so the ref can call. So it's a smart move on her end, because it was a very difficult angle for her to make it. But, I mean, she's a very smart player to know, like, hey, if I'm going to be behind kind of the basket, let me at least get that contact so I could get to the free throw line.
So how does that impact Nigeria with the Geofor picking up 4 fouls?
I mean, at least I don't think it impacts a lot because her sub was Amy, and Amy was amazing in the first half. Yeah, so.
7 rebounds as well. Balogun, all good hands. The last second from Fatima. That's why you got to get your hands up on defense.
Yeah, you see here, Balogun tried to pass it to Okonkwo as that weak side cut. Egypt still in that zone.
And it's going to be Egypt basketball.
Well, that's good. That's a good start for them defensively.
Soraya not starting the second half. The captain. Oh, nice pass into Fatima.
Nice pass. If Egypt continues to take their time and get shots like that, then they'll definitely be in this game.
Fatima battling away with Palace. Agoke, shot clock down to 6. Fades a little, unlucky. She's got a nice soft touch. She's just not dropping.
They're just not falling.
She did hit the first one.
One thing about Sarah, she's going to continue to shoot and miss or make.
Pass to Raneem. Look at that activity from Nigeria forcing the turnover.
Just active hands by Nigeria, as you can see on the replay.
That's right. Here's a steal. Raneem bounce pass. Salawi goes up and just put up a crazy shot because of the defense. And here she is chasing back. So they say jump ball. They can't decide. It goes this way. Looks like it went off Salawi. I think that guy's an Egyptian fan.
I think he's very stressed.
Full of frustration. Yeah, stress. Balogun is
took off her
headband.
Yeah, headband.
Okay. And Palace, what will she do? Kwankwo back down low. Oh, look at the offensive rebound, but it doesn't count because they hit the side of the backboard. Raneem again.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's just trying to make something work and flow, but these shots that she's taking are just not the best that she could possibly take, but she's trying.
Here comes this turnover. Merrill, 3-on-1 break. Merrill takes it, and look at the hustle from Balogun to get back on D. If you're not going to score in that situation, Egypt, you're not going to score. And you just got to tip your hat to Nigeria for getting back. Kwankwo, will she add to her tally? Fatima again, a chance to run. Reem Musa.
Oh,
open three. It's good. 44-30.
That was a great pass, great look, and they finally dropped the basket in.
Saw a shot of Soraya Khedi, the captain, on the bench, cheering. Kwankwo, she's on fire today. It's 22, I think. Yeah.
I mean,
she's had a tough day in the opener, and she has taken out her frustration. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, she only had 4 points, and now she is a leading scorer with 22.
You don't need to look at the bench of Egypt right now. That was the pass that did work. Well, sometimes you're just so desperate, you're pressing, you're trying to get back into it. Maybe you take your eye off the ball.
Yeah, Egypt's in a 1-2-2. And just trying to disrupt Nigeria's offense.
Taiwo from downtown.
But if you're going to be in the zone, you got to know where the shooters are at.
49-30. And again, I guess the only thing she's trying to get there is contact to get to the line. That's a tough shot.
Yeah, I mean, that's as much as an Egypt player can do right now. Get to the line. They've only been to the line 8 times, and obviously this would be 10, and Nigeria 21 times in today's game, and they still have another quarter. And if you're going to get to the line, you got to just really concentrate on your free throws.
Oh, boy, she misses both. Push. Soraya's come back into the game. Ram played her college basketball at Western Kentucky. She's 26 years of age. She was young, definitely young at the last, in Dakar when I saw her play. She's got a little bit more experience now. Here is Okoro. Look at Musa. Oh, just taking that ball away. Quickly to Salawi. And they're fortunate that the whistle blows for a foul.
Yeah, I see something different on Salawi than yesterday. She put on, I guess during halftime, a leg sleeve for one of her legs. So maybe that's something that's irritating her and the reason why she's not playing the same as she did yesterday.
See if this is a foul. Oh, yeah, that's a definite foul.
That's definitely a foul. The animation on the Egypt bench, I love it.
Luli. Yeah, I think Wakama didn't think that was a foul, but that was a clear foul.
Yeah.
When you had to see the replay, though. It's both. So back to 17. 5.5 minutes into the second half. Salawi goes out.
And then here you see that
Norham back in.
That zone press from Egypt, trying to just slow the pace down of Nigeria. They're playing really high.
Nicola Bosi passes it out. Here goes Okoro. Taiwo not interested in shooting it, but she's going to have to. Oh, she gets it, and they don't get it off in time. Taiwo doesn't want to shoot it off the dribble, does she?
No, but she's a catch and shoot shooter for sure. Or maybe she just didn't even see the clock, but usually when she makes her shots, it's this 1-2 and enter a shot.
Ideally, you want to be both, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Norhan Soraya for three. It's good. And she runs down the floor. Gets back to 14. Well, she's been a missing ingredient for this, at least from a scoring standpoint. Maybe that's going to change. And Musa, though, it's not going to matter if the Egyptians can't stop Nigeria. Musa and Akwankwo have been terrific today. Dangerous pass. Manim going right at Musa. And Abosi down low to Musa. Nobody there. Getting her way.
It just looks like Egypt has given up, and I don't think that they should have that type of demeanor on the court. They should just be continuing to fight. It's Nigeria scoring easily at whatever given position, place on the court. So someone needs to gather Egypt up and just rally together.
Look, you got one foul committed by Egypt. You got 4 committed by Nigeria.
Amy does not agree with that call.
She's going to come and talk to the ref. She might want to take off the mask. She might scare her.
I like the mask.
Her name's missed the free throw.
I mean,
2 of 6.
Yeah, I mean, she's trying to get to the line. I mean, she just has to concentrate on those shots. One more rebound for her, and she'll have a double-double, but she comes out the game.
Okay. Turnover. Fatima. Morale wants to go all the way. And the foul called. Stops the clock. So that's good news. Oh. Yeah, it's just that little reach from Taiwo.
Yeah. But Meryl, you've seen her in the first half and the second. She's one of the players that have been just trying to make something spark for Egypt, attacking the basket.
Is that Musa that blocked that?
Yeah, that's Musa that blocked
My
that.
goodness me.
She got hops.
It's just a really tough day for Egypt. I mean, 6 of 15 at the line. That one doesn't go in.
Well, one thing about Egypt, they can definitely learn from this game.
Yeah, and Abassi gets away from her. Miral. And this time she does make it.
Exactly, she is the one that's, besides
and Abassi passes out to Taiwo. Agoke. Oh, why do you reach Soraya late in the shot clock?
yeah, they've been
And that's
playing good defense,
Yeah.
and then 3.8 seconds left, you just give away a cheap foul, and the shot clock goes back to 14. It wasn't a good play by her.
No, I mean,
I think she knows.
it's true.
She's a little bit frustrated,
It was
but
late in the shot clock.
yeah.
You make mistakes, but sometimes maybe it's difficult to keep up with the shot clock in the moment. Is that true? Taiwo. No, that's all to the left. Robert with the rebound. Here's Soraya. Norhan. Outside to Meral. She nails the three. Look out.
I mean, she's
Here
one of-
comes Egypt.
Yeah, Morale, she's been one of the guards that has been very, relentless. She's even saying, come on, you guys, let's go. And she's been one of the Egyptian players to put some points on the board.
That shot was good for team morale.
Yeah, and then Ranim at the post position is the other one that's been trying to just get some points on the board, but she's just sitting on the bench right now.
Yeah,
Those two
I
have
think
been
Renee's just the shots she's taking are just impossible,
I mean, she's been getting to the line.
and she's tired.
Yeah, she played an amazing game yesterday, so.
Kwankwo, count that! Oh my gosh, she has just lit it up today, big time.
It's funny that you mentioned yesterday, she came up to me and was like, tell me how I played. But she's playing amazing today. She has a double-double.
She's not going to ask that question today
No,
unless she's cocky.
No, she's not, but she has 20.
Morale. Ooh. So they get that on Inabossi.
And guess who's at the line?
Morale.
Exactly, she's really trying to make something go. She comes off that screen, and
Yeah, she was sliding a little bit.
yeah, she tries to get the foul, and she did. She's been very, very aggressive for Egypt.
And Morale takes it and showing the leadership role right now, the way she's playing. Digging in. Mississippi gets the offensive rebound. 24-year-old. And misses again. There's Salawi. She goes up. Oh, my gosh. Do you know why she missed that shot? Because she thought it was going to get blocked.
She just usually does not miss those shots at all.
But she was aware that she was surrounded by Nigerian players. Agoke is going to have to let it fly. Oh, Soraya.
She got lucky with that one.
Oh, what are you doing, Fatima? Fatima checked out mentally on that. I don't know why she didn't keep playing.
I mean, she has meters above Musa, and Musa just fought and got that rebound from Fatima, and Fatima's just.
I think she thought that maybe the ball didn't hit the rim or something, and it was, I don't know, because she just stopped going for it.
The ball was literally right there. I don't know why.
Well, they catch a break as Musa misses the free throw. about the only thing she hasn't done right today. Musa and Nigeria, they are in command, but Egypt do win the quarter. Nigeria lead it 56-42 at the end of 3.
I mean, Nigeria has got to the line 23 times, shooting 70% from the free throw, sorry. And 28% from Egypt, just only making 10. And it's just like, Egypt needs to rally together and just be aggressive. You have 10 minutes left, just finish the green strong. That's all you can do. You know, have that confidence to just continue to go.
Yeah, it's a weird situation with Ranim, because you know she's a talented player, but it feels like she's trying to make something happen, and it's just not going to happen the way that she wants it. Driving, I think the coach trusts in her, believes in her, wants to play her, but if she's driving and missing shots that are unmakeable, and then getting fouls on shots that are unmakeable, and then missing the free throws, what's the point?
Yeah.
And that's why she's going out of the game.
Yeah. I hope that Egypt comes back into this last quarter and just play with poise and just play possession by possession, not the scoreboard. Play possession by possession and actually be aggressive against Nigeria's defense, and that's just what they have to do. You can see the unstoppable Okonkwo shooting that three-point shot. She has a double-double with 25 points and 11 rebounds. So what can you ask for more for a game where she played?
Oh, you can. I mean, she's been perfect.
Exactly.
It is the last quarter of the game. 56 Nigeria, 42.
And you saw that 25 points, 11 rebounds. Now Egypt start with possession. Morale drives in. Well, that's a good development. Gets it back to 12 points. So can Nigeria put the finishing touches on what has been a brilliant performance? Musa goes up, and Ranim back in. Musa gets inside, pulls her way in, goes right at the Egyptian defense. And now look at the defense from Nicole and Abossi, chasing the basketball. Salawi trying to go up against Enabossi. Gets in, takes a tough shot and scores. And again, gets it back. The deficit to 12, and she'll have a free throw.
I mean, just looking at the stats right now, 4 bench points for Egypt, and Nigeria was 45. So, 1, Nigeria does have a bench, and 2, players on Egypt definitely have to step up when they're checked inside the game.
Oh my goodness. Did she go over too fast? That would have been a spectacular putback had she not. She knew it was short, and then she left to go get the rebound before it hit the rim. It was a great attempt, but I'm sure she would have rather made the free throw. Free throws have been a nightmare situation for Egypt. And look at that terrific play from Nigeria. Know the pressure's coming. Maral, she wanted to take it. They pass it to Salawi. Salawi, tough take. Oh man, now she's starting to show her quality. They needed to play like this earlier. They've left it late, and they've only got 8.5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, they're just showing themselves that they have it in them for 40 minutes. You just can't take those lapses any time between a tough game, and especially in AfroBasket tournament.
Coro entry pass, Nicole Inabossi. Moral challenging Okonkwo, who doesn't give an inch. Soraya for three is good. Well, all I can say is it's about time. She hits one, 62-51. They need their captain.
If Egypt continues to play like this and play hard for 7 minutes, they could cut the lead really close.
Dumped, and good D from Raneem. Doesn't get it, though, and they pass it. Musa goes up, misses the shot. Egypt letting Nigeria know they haven't gone away. Soraya into the paint. Puts up a tough shot, concentrates, can't get it, and Okonkwo there for the rebound. Balagoon into the paint. She was held by Radva.
And also Nigeria, I mean, they are a young team, but I hope they don't feel just because Egypt is rushing and put some points on the board doesn't mean that they need to. And that's when, maturity comes in age where they can see the clock and they can see the scoreboard and just take their time. Egypt's in that zone, so pass, set good screens, rotate the ball, and just get a good open shot. You don't have to settle for rushing just because Egypt is doing the same. So,
well, talking about experience, they've got one player over 33. That's Sarah, a very young 33.
And the
she
next
looks 23.
Yeah, and the next players are 26 of age. So it's definitely a young team.
Yeah, it is a very young, average age 24. Well, just like Egypt, in fact. And missed the free throw. Radwa chases down Okonkwo, doesn't give it away cheaply. And Okonkwo forces the turnover, doesn't give up on the play. She just contests everything.
Exactly, and that's something that you don't see on the stats, but she was just, as being the power forward of Nigeria, just on the ball.
Feed set for Taiwo, but she misses.
Another offensive rebound for Nigeria.
Okonkwo down to Musa. She goes up powerful.
Musa has hops.
She really does. Moral drives in. Was trying to get the three-point play. She'll have to settle for 2 free throws.
She would have made it if she would have just banked it off the glass. And she, again, is that guard for Egypt that is just being relentless and taking it at Nigeria. She ends up on the line again.
This Nigeria team, though, I mean, they are just strong, aren't they?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's in our blood.
They're strong. They're strong. They can, very athletic.
And one thing that we just
and
never.
Hungry.
Yeah, Nigeria just never gives up. When I played, and just watching this young team right now.
That's right. No, makes just 1 of 2. Egypt shooting 40% at the line today. Okonkwo and Soraya, all she could do was to knock it out of bounds. Raneem has to be careful. She doesn't want to get a technical here, talking to the refs. Coro, bounce pass, Palace, pump fake, puts it up and in. Putting on a clinic, Nigeria. Back to a 15-point lead. Tried to dump it. Soraya hustles to the basketball. Raneem needs to give this up and let somebody else create.
She's too far from the basket. But again, she attacks and tries to get that foul. And
Moral goes in and she can't get the drop, and it's more of the same now for Egypt. Shot clock down to 5. Entry pass to Palace. And a foul on Palace. Posting up.
Let's
Watch
see right
this.
here. Oh, just that hook, yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
a couple
just,
times.
Yeah.
Good spot by the referee.
Fatima back in.
Now gets it to Salawi. Time becoming the enemy, even though there's 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And offensive foul.
Egypt cannot catch a break right now. Called an offensive foul on
Well, she kind of, it was Rodwa. She kind of stuck her rear end into the corridor.
Sharif, yeah.
Taiwo had the shot, but wasn't in a rush. Probably the right decision.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. What a shot from the corner.
Wow.
It's Nigeria team.
Yeah. Way to attack the basket and have a reverse layup.
Salawi for 3. I think the one word I would use to describe this Nigeria team is hungry. And I'm not talking about for dinner,
No, I definitely would
although they probably are.
agree with you.
Kwankwo. Musa.
Let's look at Musa from the first game against Congo. Like, until this game, she has 14 points now, and it's just amazing to see. I've actually played with her, and it's just nice to see her out there, offense and defense.
59 rebounds for Nigeria.
Well, that would be 60 right now. 60 to Egypt's 30.
So 71-58 after the Soraya three-pointer. I just don't know if Egypt have enough time the way that Nigeria are continuing to get it done at this end of the court. Jump ball possession arrow favors Nigeria. Good job. Rod was sneaking in there to get the basketball.
Timeout for Nigeria basketball.
I think, Nigeria, their attitude was right from the beginning, and it just feels like the attitude that Egypt have now is what they needed at the beginning of the game, and I'm not sure it was there. But anyway, let's listen to Coach.
Who set the screen? Who was it you? Whoever it was, you got to talk. All right, you got to talk to them. Let those screens come and go over. Help your teammates and remind them. Okay? The ball was here. I'm sorry. You went to help. I don't need you to help right now. That's not your help. All right? You got to stay to the shooters. 7 is hot. 8 is hot. Nothing easy for them. If they're attacking and they're in the corner, you're not helping off of 7 or 8. All right? Also, roller is good.
AfroBasket limit and be sure
Yeah,
to share
no,
this
get a 3.
from today.
Yeah, get a 3. So right now, I want to go roller with Amy at the top. Okay, that's what's happening. 1, 2, 4, 5. Pass, cut if you have, shape up. We got to get game-like shot passes, okay? Mess up.
Finish on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Take care of the ball.
Wow.
Back to live action, and
A foul.
so finally they're going to get it back. Is that one not working?
No.
So a chance for Egypt down 13. gosh. I mean, it's okay. So let's talk about this.
Man.
As difficult of a game as it's been for Egypt today, they have missed 13 free throws.
They've been to the line 21 times, and now it's 9 for 22, and it's just like they're getting there. And they're just down by how many points? And it could have been made up from just their free throws alone. Not even talking about anything else that they're doing, but from their free throws alone, they could definitely have been in the game if they would have made it. So I think they're going to be very aware of that the next game to concentrate when they get down that free throw line.
Okoro for 3. Morale driving. I think that Okoro three-pointer has just burst any hopes of Egypt, not to mention another missed free throw. Musa. Soraya, open floor. Puts it up, concentrates, rattles out.
You can see the frustration on her face as well as she just comes back down.
Entry pass, Musa, and Musa going up and continues. And let's put it this way. Rebounding, I was once told, is the statistic of desire. And 63 rebounds for Nigeria, 32 for Egypt.
26 offensive rebounds for Nigeria to 7 for Egypt.
So as decisive as that has been to miss all the free throws for Egypt, that has to be a really tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, because even if you're giving up all those offensive rebounds, you could still be in the game from your free throws alone. So there's just a bit of things that Egypt has to change for their next game.
Well, Musa, nobody's going to complain about her missing a free throw the way that she's played today. She's been incredible.
Yeah.
Just so, everybody is on the same page. And I think it all starts at the top. And I think you got to give Coach Wakama credit because she has them playing hard.
Absolutely. She's very proud of how these players have been playing. So.
And clearly that's because of her North Carolina connections.
And also because they're young.
Yeah.
They have room for improvement and for growth and just to get that chemistry together. So
they're hungry.
This Nigerian team is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
These qualities are going to have to be what keeps them, it's going to keep them in contention. They're going to go to the quarterfinals, barring a miracle finish here by Egypt, which I think is unlikely considering their free throw woes. And, you look at the possibilities. I mean, I'm trying to think of all the teams. Egypt let's put it this way. Egypt, their strength is not rebounding. Uganda's strength is rebounding, getting out and crashing the boards. Senegal, Mali, and Musa hits it from the side. There are going to be tougher opponents, probably, in that sense, in areas where they have thrived today. But this has certainly sent a message to the rest of the AfroBasket that Nigeria are here to win it.
Exactly. I mean, they made a powerful statement today alone. Egypt was one of the good teams in this tournament, and for them to come out here and be 77-59 and just out-rebound them, out-hustle them, is just definitely it shows that Nigeria is here to compete.
Yeah.
For me, it hurts to see that.
Yeah. It's disappointing.
Yeah.
Seeing them miss layup like that.
I mean.
She was chasing back now, 3-on-1 break.
Yeah.
Open, Soraya, feet set. So Nigeria getting ready, booking their ticket to the quarterfinals, and Egypt are going to have to overcome the disappointment of the result. No. Have they teed him up?
No, just a foul. She didn't.
I think they're just pleading in hope. I think the referees have got it right.
Yeah, they definitely do.
I think, they're going to have to mentally get it together. They're going to have to decide, are we together or is this us?
I just don't believe that this is the Egypt team that I'm used to seeing. I just don't. And they have to come out in their next game and compete against another team from another group. So
let's put it this way. You remember how Côte d'Ivoire played on opening night?
Yeah.
And they got blown out by Rwanda?
Yeah.
Well, they told their coach, that's not gonna happen again.
They came together after the game.
They came out last night, were unreal against Angola.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's your turn, Egypt. Timeout.
ما جاتليكش الكرة رنين ماشي الكرة اتلعبت هنا ما اقفش خلاص اروح تاني في الدبل تاني ونلعب ما ينفعش نقف خلاص الاوت سايد العب سايد طلع الكرة موسى طلع الكرة ادي سوريا وادي ميرال وادي سوري ادي ميرال وادي رنين سوريا سبرنت سلعاوي هنا عندك دي ورنين من سوريا بعديها بلاك وزود فاول بعديها بلاك لازم ناخدها العبوا لحد اخر ثانيه يلا
79-59 Nigeria in command, and for Salawi, her brilliant 34-point performance yesterday must seem like a long time ago. She does have 14 points, but just some issues regarding free throws. It's the effort. I mean, it's not easy to play against Nigeria on the board. So let's put this out there. It's not. I'm sure they're trying, but you got to box out. Here's Salawi putting it up from deep. Raneem, offensive rebound, has it taken away by. Oh, look at that, Raneem. Gets it back, puts it up, and scores.
She wants the foul, but I mean.
Nah, it's not a foul.
Yeah, it's not a foul.
Poor refs. Let them do the job.
But I like that she was being aggressive to the basket, and that's something that Egypt needs to do, even with the minute left in this game.
Good job, Raneem.
Yeah.
And she goes up and makes it.
Yep.
Well, she's hustling now.
Yeah.
A little bit more display of what we saw yesterday. But it's going to be too little too late right now.
Yeah.
And Musa knocking it away. And, well, Nwankwo.
She's just killing it. She has 29 points right now.
Wow. Are you going to interview her after the game?
Absolutely. She's the player of the game. I mean, 29 points, 13 rebounds, and just coming back from that game that she had against Congo.
So 81-65. We'll go down to the huddle.
You gotta be able to handle pressure, okay? Sarah, 15, if you attack her hip, she can't stay, she's too slow, all right? You try to pass her over, she's bigger than you and long, just attack her, all right? Spacing, be available. You don't need anything quick, like I said. Get the ball, take care of it. They're gonna have to foul you, all right? They're gonna press her and try to foul. Be available for your teammates, all right? Let's go, bring it in.
Hey, finish on 3. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
So a display of tenacity, of relentlessness, the pursuit of the basketball, going for the loose ball is a dream performance for Nigeria from a coach. I would imagine that she couldn't be any more pleased with how they've basically conducted their business today, to the hunger that they've shown. They've competed on every possession. Yep. I think.
And their two starting players of today, MJ Musa and Amy Okonkwo, coming off the bench and having a tremendous game for Nigeria.
Coach Alafi's frustrated. You can see there's some tension with the players and the coach, and you know, I mean, it's challenging. You know, you got to block it out, got to take the medicine as a player, coach. I mean, sometimes you got to know what buttons to push.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's difficult. I don't know if you've ever had any issues where.
I mean, as a coach, you definitely want to know your players. Can you yell at them? Do you have to pull them to the side? Do you challenge? Do you not say anything to them? And I'm sure he knows them very well. But I think as the players need to rally together and just come together.
Well, it could be one of the issues of having a very young team. It's, you know.
I mean, but we've seen young teams this tournament, they just never gave up. And, you know, so they just kept continuing to just fight. And maybe this is what Egypt needs, this type of game, and just to see how they play. I'm sure they're going to watch film. So, yeah, we'll listen into the timeouts.
عايز دي 3 بونت ونضغط بعديها، لازم ناخد كمان هجمتين. هنا اهو الكرة من هنا اوت سايد احنا خدناها قبل كده. اول واحده السلعاوي هيطلعوا معاها سبرنت، دي سبيشال سبرنت. سوريا هنا مفيش فابيا رنين، سوري فابيا رنين هنا شوط.
So it'll be Mali, Senegal, or Uganda facing Egypt in the qualification for the quarterfinal as they play out the final 19.9 seconds. And I just wonder what is going through the mind. I guess perhaps more than anything right now, they're just kind of disappointed maybe that they didn't perform as well as they could have.
Yeah, I don't think that Egypt
They're not thinking about the expected. They're just disappointed. They know they could probably play better.
Yeah.
They know, I mean.
They know. You could just tell. They know. And so, I mean, they have another opportunity to come out against, Mali and Senegal and just give their all that game. That's all they can do.
Just makes one of two. Naeem goes all the way. Salawi, the rebound, puts it up. And Okonkwo, who's been the star performer without a doubt, but all of them have been great. Dribbles out the final seconds. So terrific, terrific win for Nigeria. They romped to an 83-65 win over Egypt. Nigeria goes straight to the quarterfinals. Egypt will play in the qualification for the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, 40% for Nigeria on the twos and 36% for Egypt on the free throws. They went to the line 25 times and they only made 9, and that just shows where they were lacking and the lack of concentration and focus on it's free, you know? So just not being able to make as much free throws as they want because they were killed on the rebounds. 71 rebounds for Nigeria to Egypt's 3, and that's just a statement that Nigeria.
71-34. I've never seen it before.
I've never seen. I don't think we even did
more
that.
More than double.
That's crazy.
But 71.
I mean, you see the leading scorer, Okonkwo, with amazing 29 points, and
Musa with 18.
Musa with 18, and double-double for her as well, and then 19, the leading scorer, 19 points. So. I mean, it's just amazing to see. The cheers and hugs for Musa. She had an amazing game, and look at Nigeria, just happy that they advance out of Group D and then go straight to the quarterfinals. So I'm very proud.
Just an awesome sight right there for Nigeria. It shows you how much it means and how they're celebrating with Musa because clearly had her best ever game with Nigeria today.
Yeah, and more to come. And you could just see the rotation of the ball and just Musa being aggressive to the basket. And she just had an amazing, amazing game 18 points, and 7 rebounds. So Nigeria definitely knows that who can show up. And both of their leading scorers did not start, so that's just amazing to see. And I know that Egypt, there's glimpses of them where they were aggressive, attacking the basket, but it just wasn't consistent for 40 minutes, and that's what you need in this AfroBasket play. You need to be, mentally focused, aggressive, and just tenacious during 40 minutes of play.
So we have some final shots here of Egypt, and I think, when you go back to the very beginning of the game and they weren't getting shots to fall, that was crucial. I mean, they were missing a lot of shots they could have made, and it just kind of continued throughout the game.
It's just amazing to see what I'm seeing right now, Nigeria dancing on the court. But what an amazing game. Again, here you see Musa just battling up against Egypt post, and just so happy and proud of this young team, and new team at that, and new coach. Very relentless. And what was the word that you said? Hungry.
Hungry, yeah.
This Nigerian team is hungry to definitely make it their way to the podium and win, and be maybe 4th time. Back to back to back to back.
That's it. I know. Uh-oh. And so El Alfi's going to have to go back to the drawing board. He's going to have to pick it up. He's going to have to figure out a way to rally his team, and he's going to have his work cut out for him. But for Musa and for Kwankwo and for Nigeria, it's all good. Now they get a few days off.
Yep.
So we'll look at the standings. Nigeria finished top in Group D at 2-0, beating both Egypt and DR Congo. Egypt finishing 1-1. So it's Egypt and DR Congo going into the qualification for the quarterfinals, and they'll have to wait and see who they're going to play. So thanks for watching, everybody. One last time, final score, Nigeria win it 83-65 over Egypt.
feel